Of the 108 outlaws in Water Margin, nearly every one of them was driven to Liangshan for the same reason. The world had pushed them to the edge, with nowhere left to go. But one man was completely different. He didn't join Liangshan because he had no choice. He joined because he was simply not the kind of person who could stay inside any system for long. The man was Lu Zhishen, the Flowery monk. Lu Zhishen's original name was Lu Da. He served as a minor military officer in Weizhou. He had a title, a salary, a decent life. One day, he was drinking with friends at a tavern when he heard someone crying next door. A father and daughter, who made a living singing on the street, had been bullied by a local thug named Butcher Zhang. They had tried reporting him to the authorities, but no one cared. Most people would have sighed and said, "That's just how the world is." But Lu Da heard their story, set down his cup, walked over, and beat Butcher Zheng to death with 3 punches. After killing the man, his first reaction was, "I'm going to be arrested now, and nobody's going to bring me food." Not fear, not regret, just a practical concern about meals. The great literary critic Jin Shengtan described him in just 4 words: innocently spontaneous. The truth is, he didn't even need to run. His commanding officer had more than enough power to protect him, but Lu Da had no idea that a safety net existed. He wasn't rebelling against the system. He simply never understood how the system worked. From that moment on, his life took a path unlike anyone else's. After fleeing, he ended up at Wutai Mountain and became a Buddhist monk. His Dharma name, Zhishen, what followed was probably the most chaotic monastic life in all of Chinese literature. He drank, he ate meat, he got into fights, he smashed pavilions. He once sat gnawing on a dog leg right in front of the Buddha hall. When the abbot invited him to sit, he dropped straight into the head chair and crossed his legs. Someone reminded him, "You can't sit like that in front of the abbot." He looked genuinely confused. He simply couldn't see those rules. Many people assume he was deliberately defying the monastery's code. He wasn't. People who defy rules know exactly where the rules are and choose to cross them. Lu Zhishen was different. Those rules were invisible to him. They simply didn't exist in his world. But here's the most interesting part. This man who broke every single precept never once did anything truly evil. Every person he hit deserved to be hit. Every person he saved deserved to be saved. He broke every rule in the book, yet never committed a single real wrong. Later, he saved Lin Chong's life at Wild Boar Forest. Lin Chong was being escorted into exile, and 2 guards had been ordered to kill him on the road. Lu Zhishen followed in secret the entire way, and at the critical moment, he stepped out and saved him. On the surface, this is a story about brotherhood, but what Shinai'an was really doing was placing 2 completely opposite people side by side for comparison. Lin Chong was bullied, and he endured, framed, and he endured, exiled, and still he endured. He believed that if he kept enduring long enough, the system would eventually give him justice. Lu Zhishen was the exact opposite. When he saw something wrong, he didn't wait. He didn't endure. He didn't hope for someone else to step in. After being saved, Lin Chong continued drifting through the system, eventually reaching Liangshan. Still the same enduring man. Lu Zhishen saved him, turned around, and walked away, back to his own wandering life. One sank deeper with every step of patience. The other walked further with every step of freedom. Eventually, Lu Zhishen also ended up on Liangshan. After the court accepted the surrender, officials offered him a government position, the very thing Song Jiang had traded 108 lives to earn official recognition from the court. Lu Zhishen rejected without hesitation. He said, "My heart is already cold. I don't want to be an official. I only wish to find a quiet place to settle my body and my soul." After the campaign against Fang La, Lu Zhishen settled at Liuhe Temple in Hangzhou. In the middle of the night, he heard the sound of the Qiantang River tide. He leapt up instantly, thinking it was a war drum. This was a man who spent his entire life ready to act. But when he realized it was only the tide, he grew still. He remembered the verse his master had given him when he first became a monk. When you hear the tide, you are complete. When you see the truth, you are at peace. Then he did something no one expected. He asked for paper and a brush and wrote a verse. Remember, when he first appeared in the story, he was completely illiterate. The book explicitly states Luda could not read, and yet now he wrote these words. "All my life, I never cultivated virtue. I only loved to kill and set fires." Then suddenly, the golden shackles snapped open, and here the jade logs broke apart. Ha! The tide of Qiantang River arrives, and today I finally know I am me. After writing this, he bathed, changed his clothes, sat upright in the meditation chair, and passed away in a state of perfect stillness. Of all 108, only Lu Zhishen's ending was not a tragedy, because in his entire life, there was nothing left undone. All 108 were struggling with the same question. Who am I? Lin Chong waited for the system to answer. Wu Song used his fist to answer. Song Jiang waited for the court to answer. They all had one thing in common. They were all waiting for the outside world to tell them who they were. Lu Zhishen never asked that question. He didn't need an official title to prove who he was. He didn't need monastic rules to define good and evil. He didn't need the court to confirm his worth. From Weizhou to Hangzhou, he met different people, lived through different things. But he never changed. He remained from start to finish that innocently spontaneous man. True freedom is not about breaking free from shackles. True freedom is never seeing them as shackles in the first place. Today, I finally know I am me. Perhaps he knew that from the very first day.